Reservoirs and warm weather draw people to our many lakes, even in the winter months. But our investigation found boat operators here are not required to undergo any safety training.
As investigative reporter Morgan Lowe shows us, the consequences can be painful and even deadly. We do want to warn you there are graphic images in this story.
It is July 22nd, 2022.
On your left, coming through.
First responders are rushing to a dock on Lake Pleasant, where a woman named Alyssa Padilla is in danger of bleeding to death.
Where'd she get the cut?
Her leg. It's right here. It's the whole leg right here.
The whole leg?
Yes.
30 minutes earlier, a boat propeller sliced through her legs, butt, and hand while she was swimming in the lake.
So, Alyssa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna hurt like hell, everything we're doing, but it's gonna be all right, all right?
Blocking it out.
Okay. Tell fire to step it up. I got one of the wounds partially stuffed with gauze. The other one's got a tourniquet on it.
Paramedics arrive on scene. They put her on the back of a golf cart, take her to a waiting ambulance, and finally into a medevac helicopter.
I just kept thinking, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna leave my kids without a mother in this world.
Alyssa Padilla did not die that day, but she suffered traumatic injuries, a shattered leg, lacerations that required hundreds of staples and stitches, and she has permanent nerve damage that causes her to walk with a severe limp.
I can't work. It's difficult to just get up in the morning. It's life-changing. I'll never be the same. I'll never be able to walk the same.
What Alyssa later learned is that what happened to her happens a lot here and at other lakes. Last summer, another woman died, and this summer, a 6-year-old girl died. Both propeller strikes, both at Lake Pleasant. Last year across the country, the U.S. Coast Guard reported 173 accidents where people were struck by boat propellers. Every single one of them was preventable.
The first thing that you'll hear is that it happened so fast.
Maricopa County Sheriff's Detective Rob Marski is a boat incident investigator. He tells us propellers are like blenders.
Even at idle speed, a propeller could spin 40 times per second. It's a catastrophic event that happens so quick, and our victims can bleed out very, very quickly.
Water's 69.4 right now. All right, coming up.
Detective Marski says most propeller strikes have one factor in common.
Number one reason that prop strikes happen is because of operator inattention.
When you hear of another prop strike, is that frustrating to you?
It is, yeah, because it's 100% avoidable.
One of the most common scenarios is somebody's in the water behind the boat, goes to swim toward the boat, and the driver turns the motor on. In many cases, the ladder is attached to the back of the boat, right next to the motor and propeller.
The driver of the boat turns the key, and it starts the propeller.
What did that do?
It created a suction of water into the propeller, and which was taking me.
You could feel yourself getting pulled in.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do?
I tried to swim out of it. I just tried to not panic. My leg and bone and everything was open and shattered, and I was in extreme pain and bleeding everywhere.
Propeller strikes do happen on a really disturbingly regular basis, and they tend to happen to people that are renting boats or guests on boats who are not familiar with the boating process.
Joe Watkins is an attorney who represents Alyssa in a lawsuit against the company that rented the boat to Alyssa's group that day. He says nobody from the rental company, Scorpion Bay Marina, gave anyone on the boat a safety briefing. And according to the sheriff's office, the rental company didn't even have the name of the driver of the boat.
Who rented the boat? Did you know? A guy named Chapman. That's all Scorpion Bay let put down on that stupid slip.
It's about common sense. A simple safety lecture with everybody who's going out would keep this from happening.
Between 70 and 80% of boating fatality incidents The boat operators never had any sort of boating safety education.
And Arizona is one of only 4 states where there are no requirements for boat operators to get safety training.
The driver of the boat was handed the keys and shown, how to start the boat, and this is how you go forward and backwards, and that was about it.
There were at least 2 propeller deaths in Arizona last year, but the actual number is likely to be higher because we share Lake Powell, Lakes Mead and Mojave, as well as the Colorado River with neighboring states, and any strikes that occur on those waterways could be counted in those other states. We did reach out to Scorpion Bay Marina, and a spokesperson said the company could not comment because of the pending litigation.
And you mentioned this, but do we know how often the boat operators had no safety instruction or no safety history at all?
Last year, the U.S. Coast Guard did a study, and they found 74% of the incidents.
Wow.
There was no safety instruction. The driver of the boat had no idea.
Yeah.
No
And when you
experience at
hear about what she's still going through, she's
Yeah.
lucky to have survived, but the nerve damage and the lifelong effects of this,
They're catastrophic, the injuries.
And they could be much worse than hers, and hers is really bad.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, thank you.